another similar bop unless he decides to go someone else, because we have seen from other matchups that the Ryu versus Fox matchup is pretty tough on Fox.
Yeah, but enough of the prelude. We have Locus versus K7. Oh, never mind. It's not K7.
No, it's not K7.
You saw K7, but he fooled you.
Oh, he did. I thought maybe K7 was sitting down, and I'm like, oh no. That's why I was giving you that big long prelude. But no, it's actually Locus. It's still Locus. I was right about Locus.
Yeah, of course you're right.
And in his Ryu, I actually just had dinner with Locus, and he was telling me about his plans when he wins this tournament.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That is some confidence right there.
Yeah, no. He's actually very humble guy, but he's feeling good today.
He's been playing pretty good, too.
Yeah, he's been, like I mentioned for Zero, he's just been sort of like running over his competition. But he does have a bit of a tall task ahead of him right now.
Yeah, he's got to fight Nero right now, if I'm not mistaken. And Pikachu Ryu, an interesting matchup.
And not only Pikachu, but Nero Pikachu.
Yeah.
Which is historically extremely defensive.
Yes. I feel like one of Ryu's struggles is getting in against some characters. I feel like Pikachu definitely has that ability to play campy, but it's not super zony. It's just kind of like the running away, hit and run kind of campy. Where I think Ryu can combat that pretty easily. But it'll definitely be interesting to see how Locus is going to be able to adapt to this Pikachu. I don't know how much like Pikachu experience Locus has. I'm sure as being a member of Panda Global, he's played East End many times. Well, that was a joke. That was a joke. I know that.
No, I know, but I mean, he is an honorary member of Panda Global, and won the PG key to Midwest Mayhem 8, and that is why he's. Well, I guess he didn't win it technically, but the winner was unable to come, and then the very gracious Naoto / Lapis Lazuli gave it to Locus because, well, he's from Chicago.
Yeah, he's already here. Like, they don't need to fly him out. All right. So getting right into it.
So Nero, we've seen him on previous Midwest Mayhems, most notably against Tyroy, go deep for the timeouts, which is a main strategy that Nero likes to employ. And it's interesting because it's typically on Locus then to approach, and Ryu's approach options are not all that great.
Yeah, but Pikachu being so light, if he can catch him in one of those up tilt strings, it could just be a
it won't take much to kill Pikachu. It won't take much to kill Pikachu, but you have to find those options. And right now, Locus is at a big deficit, and you know that Nero is just going to be as patient as humanly possible.
Yeah, but getting that couple forward air string, really good stuff from Locus. Getting that 33%. Every bit of percent he can tack on Nero is going to be important, because he can utilize that rage later on and get these early kills.
But yeah, Nero very content to stay on this edge, throw some Thunder Jolts, and when the opportunity presents itself, continue to increase this lead. Obviously, pretty soon he'll be looking for a kill, and Pikachu has quite a few options for that. He's just got to find the right ones. Almost gets a jab block there.
Yeah, every time I see that down tilt come out and I see somebody hit the ground, I'm always expecting that to come out. You know, another thing is Pikachu has a couple good multi-hit moves like that forward air and back air, which are going to beat out the focus.
Right, and even if he does get caught by the focus, being so low to the ground is that it's going to be difficult for Locus to get more than just a smash or a Shoryuken.
Yeah, and right now, if Locus can find a nice hit and get a clean conversion, he might be able to take it with the true Shoryuken.
I'm liking these power shields, though, from Locus, mostly because of the sound, but also because it means that Nero's not tacking unnecessary damage.
Very, very scary at the ledge there with Ryu. That shield breaker's always
that's especially scary, because Locus's pivot game into combos and conversions is actually kind of insane.
Yeah. Whenever you see a Ryu get that kind of nair or down air that sends at that weird angle, you kind of expect that second down air to come out and get that crazy Ryu combo. Oh, we are just seeing fireballs and thunder jolts everywhere.
Yeah, this is like a Pokemon battle almost.
Ooh, nice focus down. Ooh. Oh, getting the weak hit of the Shoryuken. Locus definitely needed that strong hit to be able to skip the stock.
I still don't think that would have taken the stock, to be honest with you.
I mean, with that rage and Pikachu being so light, I really think it would have.
I mean, I guess it's possible. We won't know until someone mines the data if they so choose to. But regardless, is a very dangerous percentage for Pikachu to be at, because certainly many things will kill the electric mouse.
Yeah, I feel like just like an errant back air, or yeah, just
Speaking of errant back airs, the short hop back air, much like a Fox or a Bayonetta likes to employ, you know, Locus improving.
Ooh, or the up air from the up tilt.
Oh,
great stuff from Locus.
huge comeback from Locus.
Wow. Okay, Locus. I don't know about that one, but they're just gonna laugh that off. All right. But here come the up tilts.
Speaking of up tilt combos, Pikachu also has some really decent damage dealing potential by using those up tilts.
That felt like he hit him. Oh!
Oh!
No! Don't do it to him! Oh my God!
He's doing it to him.
Oh my. Okay.
That was, even if he didn't get the kill, that was an enormous combo and huge damage coming out there from Locus. That's going to put Nero, again, having to be the offensive person here, come at Locus, and that's exactly what Locus is looking for.
Ooh, nice conversion off the Nair into the up air. Ryu's Nair is just insane sometimes when you get those hits.
Pikachu just trying to fend off Locus right now. Locus not content to sit back, putting, you know, pressure just by his presence onto Nero.
I like the thunder. Ooh, and the up air too, sharking below the platform, catching Locus off guard.
As we move forward into the late stage of this matchup, Pikachu is relatively soon going to be in dangerous straits for a Shoryuken. Has to make sure his play is on point to make, like I said, to not build up towards Shoryuken range, but he's there now.
Right.
Nero trying to find a way, gets an awesome, you know, platform cancel on that, and goes pretty much safely, but then eats the big heal.
Yeah, the back air finally stealing it for Locus. Kind of a long and draining game. Very meticulous play from both players, but Locus finally managing to pull that one out. Taking game one in this best-of-5 set. So we could be in here for a long one, folks.
And I'm okay with that, because honestly, you know, this very measured sort of gameplay from both these guys impresses me, because it takes a lot of mental fortitude to do these kinds of things and not, you know, make a mistake. And one mistake against either of these characters can spell doom for you.
Solid conversion off the down tilt from Locus. And now he's just kind of spacing around the back airs. It feels like Locus is kind of like figuring out Nero's playstyle and being able to find this like corner pressure that he wants.
Now, Nero, though, going off with a great combo of his own, it just absolutely shoring up these numbers and getting a lead for himself momentarily.
Oh my goodness, and that's going to do it on the middle platform.
And I said momentarily for a reason, folks. You never know what's going to happen with a Ryu present.
He was like at 50-something before the up tilt. Insane play from Locus. And like honestly, the counter pick from Nero not like working out against him. Oh, missing the Hadouken.
And that's okay though, because that does mean that Pikachu has to drop low, and he can just assert himself wherever he wants to on that stage.
That scares me every single time.
Rightfully so. I would be terrified if I had a giant muscly man trying to punish me into the depths of Hades.
Oh, I guarantee he's at Shuriken up B%.
Shuriken or Shoryuken?
Sure you can. I mean, I'm sure Locus can. All he's got to do is get that up tilt.
He doesn't even necessarily need it, because he's putting so much edge pressure onto Nero. We mentioned it earlier, an errant back air could easily you know, ruin the day of Nero and put him in a big hole down 2-0. Trying to do anything he can to stem this lead, just stop the bleeding.
Even when Nero is like in a deficit like this, he still plays patiently. He still plays very calculated, looking for like these openings, trying to slow the pace of the match down. Because like even though like he will lose in a timeout situation, he still wants to like.
But there's a lot of time left, so if he can sort of get Locus maybe frustrated, maybe playing off of his game, he can take advantage and begin to bring this deficit back.
Exactly. What I mean, Locus isn't like really a stranger to just like waiting out his opportunities either. We saw him like being able to play Nero's game the last game, and he won it.
He did, and in very convincing fashion at the end.
All right, this up throw. not going to be able to convert into the Thunder.
And those conversions, I mean, I've heard, like, Nero, I've heard even Esam say that under the right conditions, they are true, but unfortunately, you have to be so fast and so accurate with your inputs that it's not always that way.
And that back air is just going to completely kick Pikachu off the stage. And Nero is down 2-0 against Locus, the up-and-coming Ryu phenomenon.
And after the beginning of Game 1, where Nero had quite the commanding lead, a certain change of pace is definitely in store. Nero has to figure out some way to do something different here, and maybe get back into this.
Locus is having right now.
That's just his face, though.
Yeah, that's true.
That's, I mean,
I've never seen someone have so much fun playing against Nero.
He looks like the kid in kickball when you pick him last, but he's just happy to be a part of it.
Yeah.
He's like, thanks, guys. I'm happy that that you picked me.
I'm happy that I'm here, and we're actually going to run it back to Dreamland. I mean, I've seen Nero counterpick the stage time and time again. It's definitely his favorite stage. We saw it kind of turn against him at the beginning of the last game, but...
Yep, and Esam put out a video explaining why Pikachu is able to edge cancel anywhere on the ground of Dreamland, and apparently is because there must be some very shallow slope on Dreamland.
Right, yeah, definitely some quirky things in this game, but...
quirky is the right word for it. Some would say janky. We'll go with quirky.
Locus, I've noticed, like, as the set goes on, like, he's really doing a good job, like, staying in Nero's, like, uncomfortable zone.
Yeah, Nero wants you, like, 3/4 of a stage away. Locus is like, no, you are staying, I'm going to be breathing down your neck this entire set.
Yeah, I want you to play, like, my fast-paced game where I get in your face and punch you. Ooh, probably a misinput play. What was that? Okay.
That was a focus attack coming in and putting him into crumple.
No, it looked like it flanked with the up tilt. I don't know. I'd have to go back and see that.
I don't know for sure, and I'm sorry if I'm wrong, guys. Please tweet me at Nightwing2024 to correct me. But I think even if it planks, it still crumples.
I did not know that either. But
yeah,
I'm not sure
I want to say that.
Oh, this edge guard.
I want to say that I heard it from an interview with Trella, perhaps. For whatever reason, but again, I very easily could be wrong, and so I'm just trying to explain the phenomena that we just saw. Because it seemed as a clank were to happen, but Nero doing a great job bringing this back. Lost his stock relatively early and is now only 26% down. Yeah, and as we all know, Pikachu builds damage pretty well.
Yeah, Locus really committed to that focus there. Like trying to get like a crazy combo in at the beginning. Possibly like take an early stock with that rage that he had built up. But now he's lost his stock, so he's got to like work a little bit harder to get this kill.
And I will never not love those perfect shields because like the sound is so good. And wow, yeah, that's gonna be it for Nero.
Even Pikachu not able to make it back, and that was like I feel like that was an optimal recovery.
That was straight, that was like a One Punch Man style thing. Like he's just like, oh, you're in bad position for one thing, kaplow.
Yeah, jeez. So great stuff to Locus.
So 3-0, yes, great stuff. Nero gonna have to try and run it back in losers. And now we're going to see the player that I had the honor of going with, Locus.